If fantasy and romance are what you seek, featuring heroines who aren't quite so meek, with book talk and Instagram full of deceit, simply listen to our podcast, Our Picks of the Week.
If you listened to last week's Pick of the Week, we are recording immediately following that one.
Yep.
That was an experience.
I feel a little bit ashamed, but also not.
You're not ashamed.
No.
You are very proud of yourself
I
right
was.
now. You're like a little cat that's like, I got you.
I feel like I just knocked a glass off the counter and I'm like, what are you going to do about it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will try to follow. It's going to be a little bit darker of a take. I
That's
am
fair.
talking about a fan fiction this week, which
Huzzah.
is rare for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I recommended that you read Do Not Go Gentle by SenLinYu,
Mm-hmm.
which is a Hermione Snape fanfic.
Yes.
It's short, 70 pages. I loved it. It spoke to me, and I really enjoyed it. So after finishing Alchemized, I wanted to read more Harry Potter fic. I really wanted to read more SenLinYu, but I couldn't find another one to start with. So I said, okay, well, Hermione Snape, give me your top 10s, because AO3 has those lists of best of. I found the best of Snape and Hermione.
Oh my God, dude. I had no idea.
There is so many.
I love that.
So I downloaded a batch, and I started with one that seemed to be the most appealing at the front, which was called Unforced Error. I will need to look up the actual author's username because I did not write that down. But the premise of Unforced Error is it's immediately after the Battle of Hogwarts, I think, and the war is still ongoing, and Hermione snuck in somewhere to steal something, some sort of war secrets. She's captured.
Oh.
And so she wakes up in a room, and she's in this room, and it's just kind of a bare bones cottage type thing, and Snape is there. And I will say the author did a great job staying in character. Hermione, when you're in Hermione's perspective, because it's third person limited, is very Hermione. And then Snape is very Snape.
Oh.
And you get both perspectives. So Snape ended up in this room because he was before Voldemort and he let a secret slip.
Oh.
Because Voldemort was in his brain and Snape has been doing great until this one little thing slipped through and you don't know what that thing is. So he wakes...
So they're prisoners together?
They are prisoners together. So Snape was tortured and then thrown in this room, and he knows there's something special about this room, and he's not letting on what it is.
Oh.
And so Hermione wakes up in this room, and it's very nondescript.
Yeah.
Beds, bathroom, and they're just alone. The food appears, and they're just chilling there together. And Snape is being very distant with Hermione, not engaging with her, not talking to her, ignoring her as much as he possibly can. And Hermione just keeps poking at him, hey man, why aren't you trying to escape? They can't use magic in this room.
Oh.
It's a very limited, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how far I got, maybe a few chapters in. And the writing is good. The characterizations of the characters are good. It's Snape. It's Hermione. There's just no, it's not oh, I liked the structure of this character. I'm going to repurpose it for my own uses.
Yeah.
This very much reads oh, no, these are Harry Potter characters, which I have discovered I don't like.
Oh, no.
Because I don't like traditional Hermione.
That's fair.
I feel like she's written in character, true to how J.K. Rowling established her.
Mm-hmm.
She's obnoxious
and
self-righteous and a little you just don't want to be friends with her, which kind of true to her character.
Yeah.
Well, don't love that.
Which I do feel has some interesting kind of subtext for J.K. Rowling. That the one female character in her book that gets more than 12 pages of cumulative.
Not very likable.
Interesting. Continue.
Doesn't have a lot of female friends.
Yeah.
The only female friend she has is the girlfriend of the best boyfriend she has.
And they're barely friends too. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't love that. Interesting.
Well, so we come to find out that Hermione has always had a bit of a crush on Snape, which...
Oh, that's...
Yeah, fair.
I get
okay,
it.
Great.
Yeah.
You're a student, hot for teacher is a thing.
That is a trope.
But I feel I could not immerse myself in the story. I could not believe the romance because, you get both Snape's perspective and Hermione's perspective, and Snape feels you don't get any acknowledgement of attraction to Hermione whatsoever when you're, at least as far as I got.
Mm-hmm.
But you get this constant from Hermione, oh, well, I'm just going to put this aside. Like, I can't, like, think about that. He's attractive. I always have that schoolgirl crush. Great.
Yeah.
Well, Snape finally discloses what is going on with this room. And he designed this as a prison because he and Hermione have this back and forth dialogue, which is, okay, well, how do you extract information from a prisoner? Do you torture them? Is that effective? No, obviously not. You're going to get the answers that they think you want to hear.
Yeah.
But the more effective way of torturing someone is to torture someone they love in front of you.
Yeah.
And so the room is designed to force the development of an attachment or a relationship. It's like a love charm, the room itself. And so it kind of inspires and expands upon feelings that already exist. And so they threw Snape in there. And what Voldemort discovered when he invaded his brain is that he has this like emotional attachment to Hermione. Hermione's captured. They throw her in there. And the whole point is to like make their like the beginnings of their relationship grow.
Yeah.
So they can torture Hermione in front of Snape.
Jeez, what? Oh my God. But there was something that you didn't like about it?
Yeah. So I love the setup.
Yeah.
I love the whole like structure. Awesome. Like the plot device, great. Brilliant. Like the writing was good.
Yeah.
I could not fucking believe the romance. Like it was not like, you know, when there's no chemistry between people.
Yeah.
There was no chemistry between these characters. And I think part of the problem is that she did the characters too well. She stayed too true to a fucking 17, 18-year-old and a 40-something-year-old, or I don't know, however old Snape is supposed to be. It just didn't feel real.
Interesting.
And it reminded me of your take when you tried to read Do Not Go Gentle, that you could not get into the whole Snape-Hermione thing. But I think because that one worked for me, because Hermione was not written the way Hermione traditionally is. And Snape as well is completely out of character.
Interesting. I feel like that has weird implications, or like interesting implications for like taking Harry Potter intellectual property that like inherently when you write a fic, you're kind of like putting your own take on the character. If you couldn't get into this because they were too true to character, but all of the other fanfic that like both of us have read is apparently like so off character. Wow, interesting.
Because that speaks to the success of Alchemized.
Yeah.
Right? And like Manacled, obviously the first take on that, which is like Hermione in Manacled is not Hermione from the books. By any stretch of the imagination. Frankly, Hermione from, what's that historical romance? Love and Other Historical Accidents?
Love and Other Historical Accidents.
Not the Hermione that you read in the books. So, you know, I think when fanfic writers approach Hermione as like a heroine archetype and they're successful with writing their version, it's because they treat her as a caricature and then they give their flavor and their style of Hermione and don't stay true necessarily to like how she was originally written. So like kudos to this author for like it was so believable for Hermione. Like, nope, you can't do that.
Yeah. But, this was, so it's Unforced Error by MsWhich is the username. Yeah.
So what I am planning to do is look at MsWhич's other fanfics and like maybe read a Hermione or like a Dramione fanfic from her.
Yeah.
Because like her writing is good. So this is purely, I could not see this story. I couldn't see the chemistry. I couldn't relate to the characters. So not a bad fanfic, and maybe it will speak to you if you like that.
Because I feel like that's less of like a criticism of the fanfic, and it's like just an experience as like a reader. Because I mean, there's published works that it's like, I don't love these characters. Like, I'm not really believing the romance. Like, oh, you lost me. That's so interesting.
So, you know, I think of Ellie Hazelwood, who does such a wide variety of heroine types, where, like, I think of the girl from Problematic Summer Romance.
Oh, yeah, Maya.
I don't relate to Maya at all.
That's fair.
Not someone, like, I can imagine even being friends with. But, like, her story was still readable and still believable.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think fanfic land gets complicated.
Yeah.
You have to stay within the rules of the originally created world and those potential relationships rather than trying to completely create these new ones.
Yeah. That has the interesting makings of a Hot and Bothered episode. Because, like, is it that J.K. Rowling just put these, like, rudimentary characteristics on Hermione that are so, like,
intense that you can't adjust them to make them more palatable? Or is it like that she's such a fully developed character that it's not believable when you put her in different contexts? Like, I wonder which came first. That's so interesting. Weird.
Yep. So that is Unforced Error
by MsWhich.
By MsWhich. And I encourage you to read it. If you like fan fiction, if you like that teacher-student dynamic.
Who doesn't?
But also, if you're like, that's weird to me, I would still say try Do Not Go Gentle by SenLinYu.
Yeah. I wish I liked that one. It hurt to not like it because it was so well written, but I didn't relate to the...
It's the same experience.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
There you go.
I love that. We're having the same problems. From Jordan's shelf to yours.
We'll see you on the next page.
Hi, readers. Like what you've been hearing? Check out the Spice Archive at notanotherheroine.com to see all of our reviews and ratings. And if you'd like to support our growing library, find us on Patreon and get access to exclusive bonus content.
If you'd like to just listen, we post new episodes every Monday and Wednesday on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. Thanks for listening.